What's poppin', y'all? It seems like DDG's suffering from success because he just got himself into a situation. Well, he didn't really get himself into the situation, but he just fell into this situation that may harm his pockets deeply. This all started when DDG was at DreamCon. So DreamCon is this annual festival run by RDC World. I think they started it years ago. I don't know if it was 5 years ago or 4 years ago, but it was supposed to be like this gaming slash anime, like that intersection slash community from RDC World, because they're really into that, and all these other creators that are into that, they started that festival or that convention, and it grew and grew, and now it's huge. Like they had like this basketball game that I actually watched. I watched the basketball game. That's the first. It just showed up on my YouTube. I was like, oh shoot, there was a charity basketball game with influencers like Blackboy Max, etc. But to get to the point, DDG was walked up on by, not a fan, by some goer at the convention, and he calls him Doodoo Garbage. Now, if you're unfamiliar, Doodoo Garbage is a name that Soluminati, who's also a popular streamer, came up with for DDG. They had a beef between each other for many, many years, having to do with a girl. I think this girl's name was, oh my god, Yo Ash or something. She was with Soluminati, and then DDG flew her out, and then he piped her, and then he rapped about the song and Soluminati on Moonwalkin' in Calabasas, dissing your op or your digital op on a platinum song. That's gotta hit different. And he used his own like lingo terminology. Oh, that's tough. Oh, I think it was Blueface that did that. Either way, yeah, it was Blueface that dropped the that's tough part. But DDG talks about that situation, or alludes to it, in Moonwalkin' in Calabasas. After that, Soluminati, he really eviscerated DDG in this one video where he talked about how all he cares about is money, and even with all of this clout and money, he's just chasing more and more, and he'll never be content. And then he calls his music Doodoo Garbage. And this went viral in this subsection of the internet, and people started typing in the emojis Doodoo Garbage, and DDG's music started coming up. Fast forward to now, they squashed their beef, DDG and Soluminati. DDG showed support to Soluminati when he got banned off of Twitch, and now there's like a cordial relationship there. They're obviously not friends, they're not buddy-buddy, but it's like, okay, cool, we acknowledge each other. So that's where Doodoo Garbage comes from. So this, I'm about to say concert goer, this person at the event comes up to DDG and calls him Doodoo Garbage. Now, there are multiple reasons why somebody would do that. Number one is, well, are you trying to get a clout moment, a clout chasing moment where you're filming? Then if you're streaming, that's one way. And then it's like, okay, what's going to happen after that? Or it could be somebody baiting. Well, no, that's neither of these. This guy just went up straight off the hate. Like, he just had to let the hate out of his heart in person, which to a degree, I got to have a level of respect for. It's like, you just got to walk up to the person and hate on them for just cuz? Like, damn. So what happens next is crazy, though. So this is the interaction. I'm going to play you guys the clip.
Yeah, watch out. You gonna tell me? Oh, hold on. Wait. Yes, sir. We got going. Oh, don't come back, nigga. Don't run. Don't run. Doodoo Garbage.
I see another.
What you got going?
I can't remember his name though. Who's this?
This DDG.
Oh, DDG is here. Okay.
Now here, we have to cut this off. So Dub, who's DDG's brother, he steals off on this dude. Or like, they get to the fisticuffs. So they start throwing hands. They almost jump this guy. So this guy, he gets lifted behind, thrown. They're throwing hands with him. They're tussling. And really, shout out to DDG's brother. I'm clapping for you right now. I don't want to pop people's eardrums that got headphones, but just know, Dub, I'm saluting you. I'm clapping for you, and I'm showing you all the respect in the world, because they're not playing about your boy. That's DDG. That's your man's. That's your brother. So you getting off on them and not letting DDG have to do it makes it amazing. Because also, is DDG licensed as a professional fighter? I know he did that Creator League. So would he be able to use his hands? Now, this is the thing, too. Like, if DDG puts hands on this guy, man, he's knocking him straight out. Let's keep it a buck. Like, DDG has actually boxed. We've seen DDG throw hands. He's got hands, regardless of whether you want to call him corny, lame, or whatever, which a lot of that has changed in the past couple of months. For the streaming community, I think like largely hip hop still looks at him with like a side eye as like this YouTuber kind of guy, and the old image of YouTuber, like Disney Channel, Jake Paul type stuff. Well, what happens the next day? Some sucker-ish happens. This fool goes on and delivers a statement.
DDG said it's a skit. Like, is that true?
Man, that ain't no skit. I got banned from the event. I can't go back now, and I'm not sure if I can go back next year, which I hope I can. You know, I spent a lot of money coming over here, trying to have fun with my people. And I'm not sure if he got banned from the event, which I assume he did, because that goes with his people. But I gotta let you know now. I gotta take legal action against. I gotta take legal action against him or his brother, somebody out here. That's unacceptable for real. They done broke my chain. I'm banned from the event. I'm over here. Glass is gone. I ain't got the glasses no more. The glasses made my whole fit. Come on.
So why did you call him Doodoo garbage? Like, why did you say that?
I thought it was all jokes. I never seen DDG react like that in the past. Never seen him tell anybody to go do something to anybody else. So I'm thinking it's all good. It's all cool. I seen him throw some gloves to some people that said it to his face a few times. You know, even if he did that, I would just been like, hey, my fault, man. Whatever, went along my way. But he didn't want to do that. I can't lie. His brother came up to me and started putting his hands on me.
This guy's an absolute clown. But it's still bad for DDG because off rip, you can tell that this guy's a dunce. Like, this guy was clearly in special life because, I thought it was jokes. Yeah, it's jokes on the internet. This is an individual that doesn't know how to read the room. Now, he got banned. This also, we're going to address this from 3 separate angles. We're going to address this from this guy's perspective. We're going to address it from DDG's perspective. And then we're going to address it from DreamCon's perspective. So, DreamCon, this doesn't look that good if you guys ban this guy and then you just let, not DDG, but his brother Dub, who he turned this violent. Now, I said I respect it. I do. And I'm going to get into why. But he turned this violent. So if you ban this guy who just said words and then the other guy turns it violent, this guy didn't say anything like, like racial hatred or hatred of whatever other communities that they're uplifting at DreamCon. Like, for example, he didn't say something about Megan Thee Stallion, who was a sponsor of the event. Nothing like that. But you guys kind of got to ban Dub, or you guys got to let this guy rock. Although, if we're being fair, and if he gets enough traction, which this is the thing, I don't think he's going to get enough traction. So they're probably going to get away with just banning this guy and, letting Dub come back next year. Because, the event's a year from now. So one day, people aren't going to remember that a year from now. And, clout world moves quick. So that's just from the DreamCon perspective. From this dunce's perspective, does this guy not know how to read a room? You calling DDG Doodoo garbage on the internet in his Twitch chat, will that get you banned? I don't know. Some people, it depends what you say in their chat. There's different rules for different chats. So he might let that rock in the chat and he says, yeah, I saw him throw gloves with somebody about that. Yeah, that was at Streamer University. Everybody was live streaming. They all knew each other and they all knew that this was a reality TV show. So you went from chat. Oh yeah, people say that in the chat. Yeah, it's comments. Okay, yeah, there's separation there. People said that to him in person and they just threw on some gloves. Yeah, that was in person at a reality TV show. So still, it wasn't really in person. It was a shooting of a show, or really new age show, really interactive live show, which is really dope concept if you think about it. And then you decide to bring it in person where he doesn't know you. There's no camera. And what do you expect? Like, it to be how is that jokes? Like, you're calling the guy trash. It's not like some inside joke that he knows with his community. You're not bringing up some girl, like some terminology. You're not like, yo, like that chick you're hanging out with on stream, that's my balls, like something like that. That's a different story. You're just insulting him. And you expect what? Like, for him to throw you some gloves? Or for him to be like, oh, what's up, man? How's it going? Because he just stood there. It's not like he said, yo, I'm just joking, man. Like, I'm a big fan. I've been watching you, this and that. Because they gave him a pause. They gave him an opportunity. Like, yo, is this one of those people that just comes in on some, like, fake hating and then switches up? And they're like, nah, I'm really a fan. I just like to tease about it. Or is this person a hater? So they deemed you a hater. DDG looked to his right side and he sent the mountain. He sent the mountain after you, and you got what you deserve. And now you're like, yo, my glasses got messed up, my chain got messed up, and I paid a lot of money to go to DreamCon. Well, yeah, you should have read the rules of DreamCon. Like, don't start nothing, there won't be nothing. So they made an example out of you. Realistically, you should never be allowed at another DreamCon. You shouldn't be allowed at events with other people because you clearly can't read the room. And examples need to be set because if DDG, this is the thing too, DDG is live. So what do you think is going to happen? And this is why this guy's such a moron. What do you think is going to happen if you call DDG Doodoo garbage and he just like walks by and nothing happens? Everybody's going to clip that because that's great content. They're going to spread it everywhere. And now more people that are dumb, like you, are going to think, oh, shoot. Oh, yeah, I could just run up on DDG and just insult him. And then now that's going going to be a recurring thing that he's going to have to deal with in his life. He's already popping and lit, and now everybody's just going to start running up to him. You never want to become the joke. So you antagonize the dude, you get handled properly. It's not like they abuse the hell out of you. It's not like they just, you don't got broken teeth or anything. They really just, it was a little tussle. They roughed you up a little bit and let you know, hey, don't do that around us. I put some respect on our name. I think it was handled properly by them. And then now you're trying to sue and get a bag out of it? What sucker kind of, like, come on, man. That's ridiculous. And the problem is, he might be able to sue. But this is the thing. Will he be able to sue DDG? Or is it going to be his brother? But this is also the problem where DDG runs into. DDG is going through a divorce, or not a divorce. He's going through this custody battle and this whole restraining order issue that he has with his ex-girlfriend / baby mama, Halle Bailey. And if he's setting people off, and keep in mind, DDG's not struggling financially, but DDG's has a lot of money problems. So he has a lot of expenses. He has to take care of a lot of people. He has to get lawyers to fight this case. DDG wouldn't be doing that a rug pull of a coin where he probably I don't even know how much he got paid for that. It was probably less than 50 bands, probably maybe 30. I don't even know. But he wouldn't be doing that if he was taken out the A. So he needs money, especially for lawyers. And then now you make DDG look violent because they're like, look, and I've already seen it. Halle Bailey fans, people on that side, and by that side, I'm talking about the pyramid, the rock. They're like, oh, this is great material for us. So you didn't read the room, number one, by bringing this into real life and thinking like trolling online is the same. Number two, you didn't read the room by looking at the event space that you're in. This isn't something that you just did on the street. So you disrespected the event that you paid tickets for and broke the rules for. And then number three, you're hurting this guy's opportunity to win time with this kid, because anything that happens with him that's negative is going to be used against his character, because what she's alleging is that the guy was putting hands on her. So if they're saying he was putting hands on her, or if she's saying he was putting hands on her, and then now you've got somebody that just made some comments, quote unquote, to DDG, and DDG's mans is putting hands on him, how does that make him look? Exactly. And this is the thing too, like, I guarantee if this guy was a troll in DDG's chat and he's like, I'm that guy, I'm the guy that's always trolling you, like, I appreciate the love, blah, 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 blah. DDG would probably be like, man, you're that guy, and he would probably laugh about it. Like, DDG knows how the internet works, and that's why quickly after, when he was talking to Aiden Ross, he knew he was in deep water. And I'm going to play you guys this clip where he basically says, I don't even know what that was.
Still waiting. Oh, what up, nigga? What up, man? I'm here. You fighting this? Oh, yeah, you know, man. What's going on? Nah, bro, the nigga trying to ego us, bro. Trying to ego us. Why y'all fighting? We ain't fighting. It was a skit. Oh, skit. Oh, skit. Okay.
So DDG had to say this for several reasons. Number one, when you guys saw them throw on gloves and they were throwing hands back and forth, that violence isn't allowed on Twitch. Fighting isn't allowed on Twitch unless it's something like that, where it's like, hey, this is for show. This isn't actually real. So DDG was on Twitch while this happened. So he has to tell everybody like, this is actually a skit. We know damn well that wasn't no damn skit. We know. We can see. That guy got just like thrown on the floor. You can't skit something like that, although it would be brilliant for him to skit the next one like that. And the guy came out the next day talking about this, so it wasn't no skit. But DDG also has to say that because he's like, man, I'm in so much what is going on? How is this happening to me? So, like, DDG's got to be concerned with his safety. He's got to be concerned with haters. He's got to be concerned in how he reacts to haters, because he doesn't want to become the butt of the internet, but he also doesn't want to have this stuff used against him in court. So the guy's in a tough position. So really, everyone got screwed here. Like, this doesn't look good on DDG, although I do say that this is a great outcome, because, like, yo, have some respect. Like, you could, when you understand, like, you're an internet troll, you troll on the internet. You go offline and you be normal. It's not this thing that has to translate into real life, and it doesn't translate into real life at all. And keep in mind, this guy's too dumb to be a troll on the internet. He's just somebody that parrots whatever other people are saying and thinks it's like hee hee ha ha funny. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Is this going to be weaponized against DDG? Do you think DDG handled this properly, or should he have just kept it pushing and pretended like he didn't even hear anything? I got a video in the pinned comment. It talks about the whole like kind of toxic history of DDG and Halle Bailey. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'm going to see you on the next one.